Hello, hello, hi, good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn the Brewster angle. So actually what is that Brewster angle? So when the incident wave, it is incident on the surface. In that case, the total energy is it should be get transferred to the second medium. Then that angle of incidence, that is called the Brewster angle. Now, suppose in this case, I have drawn here figure is that this is the figure. Okay, so I have taken two refractive media N1 and N2. So this is the incident ray. This is the interface. It comes here and incident here. After incident, it gets reflected as well as transmitted. So this is the angle of incidence. This is angle of reflection, and this is the angle of transmission or angle of refraction. Now, at only particular angle, the whole whatever the energy is incident on this surface, the whole energy get transferred in this second medium. That means there is no any reflected energy. So such type of angle of incidence, that angle is called the Brewster angle, or that angle is also called polarizing angle. That angle is also called polarizing angle. So we know the Fresnel's equations, that is reflection coefficient for parallel incidence will be equal to EOT by EOI P. P indicates for parallel incidence, and that Fresnel's equation equal to, that is minus cos of theta I plus N1 by N2 into cos theta T divided by cos theta I plus N1 by N2 into cos theta T, where here this N1 and N2 are the refractive index of medium first and medium second. Okay, then by Snell's law, you know that this N1 by N2 equal to sin theta T by sin theta I. Now putting this value in this equation and taking this sin theta as LCM, we can write this equation as cos theta I into sin theta I plus this sin theta T into cos theta T. It should be I divided by cos theta I sin theta T into cos theta T divided by this, for numerator it is sin theta I, for denominator also sin theta I. Okay, and for this we know that it can be written as it is this kind of equation is tan of theta T minus theta I. Similarly, for denominator we can write tan theta T plus tan theta I. We can label this as equation 1. Now in this case, as this denominator goes to infinity or tends to infinity or goes to infinity, now when it is possible that when this angle, that means the sum of this angle equal to pi, in that case whatever this will go to infinity, and as this will go to infinity, then this ratio EOT by EOI goes to 0. That means this will be equal to 0. Now at that time what will happen? At that time we can say that equation 1 shows that when tan theta T plus theta I infinity, that means when the denominator is infinity, then we get this ratio EOT by EOI, that is equal to 0. Thus, when when these reflected and refracted rays are perpendicular to each other, then there is no energy carried by the reflected ray, then the condition of continuity at the interface are satisfied by the two ways only. the incident and transmitted waves instead of these usual three. That means no energy get transferred or reflected along this the same media. Okay. Okay, and that angle of incident, that is called the Brewster angle. So at the Brewster angle, we can write this that theta t plus theta I equal to pi by 2. That is, from this we can write this theta t will be equal to pi by 2 minus theta I, and which will equal to, we have written this theta I equal to theta b, because angle of incidence equal to, it is called the Brewster angle, and so we can write pi by 2 minus theta b. Okay, now from this then we can write, it is from Snell's law, n1 by n2 equal to sin theta t by sin theta I. This sin theta t as it is, and instead of this theta I, you can write sin theta b. Okay, and but this sin theta t equal to, you can write this as like this, pi by 2 minus theta b, which is sin of pi by 2 minus theta b divided by sin of theta b, and this can be written as it is cos of theta b divided by sin of theta b, which is equal to cot of theta b. That is, you can write theta b equal to cot inverse of this n1 by n2. You can label this as equation 2, or this can also be written as theta b equal to tan inverse of this n1 by n2. So this shows that Brewster angle can be used to determine the ratio of the refractive indices. These are the refractive indices, and that means this Brewster angle can be used to find out the ratio of these refractive indices, or to find out the one of the refractive indices of this media. Okay, so if an unpolarized wave is like this, if an unpolarized wave is incident on the interface at the Brewster angle, then the only position of the wave, with a electric vector perpendicular to the plane of the incidence will be reflected. Thus, the reflected wave will be linearly polarized with vibrations perpendicular to the plane of incidence, and hence the Brewster angle is sometimes called as polarizing angle, as shown like this figure. For example, if light is incident at an angle on a glass with the suppose refractive index 1.6, then Brewster angle is about 58 degree, and theta t, that is refracted angle, is 32. Thus, thus uh, if if light incident on a glass at an angle 58 degree, the reflected light will be plane polarized with vibrations perpendicular to the plane of incidence, and transmitted light is also plane polarized with vibrations parallel to the plane of incidence, as shown here. Okay, now for example, you can take another example as a, for measuring the wave amplitude at the suitable angle of incidence and reflection from the surface of the moon. The refractive index and uh, smoothness of the moon surface can be determined in this way. Okay, so at radio frequency, that means here are taken unpolarized wave, electromagnetic wave. Okay, they are vibrating in these directions. Okay, the incident air at a 58 degree, that means angular incidence, it is 50 degree, that is equal to Brewster angle, and it get reflected. Okay, now this angle becomes 90 degree. At that time, the all energy get transmitted along this second media. Okay, similarly, you have taken another as a another media, you have taken as another media as water. first media is rarer. Okay, in that case the angle of Brewster angle equal to 84 degree, and it is allowed here. That means in such a case there is no any reflection. So in this case the refractive index of this second media is 9. Therefore whatever the energy is incident here, the whole energy get transmitted along this second media. Okay, as for the denser media. Again we will take a plane polarized electromagnetic wave. Plane polarized electromagnetic wave. That means in this case the vibrations are like this, is perpendicular to this plane. Similarly, in such a case, the whole energy get reflected in the same plane. That means again it will reflect in this way, in this type of vibration. That means in such a case there is no any transmissions. So at radio frequency, if the refractive index of the water is 9 and the Brewster angle is 84 degree, and theta t, that is the uh, refraction angle 6 degree. So water will not reflect a vertically polarized radio waves when the angle of incidence is 84 degree. That is the observe that is it is observed that even if the angle of unpolarized and unpolarized is incident at angle other than a Brewster angle, then there is a tendency of a reflected wave to be predominantly polarized with vibrations perpendicular to the plane of incidence. In such a case, the degree of polarization can be written as, that is, Rn minus Rp divided by Rn plus Rp. This is the degree of polarization. Okay, so this is about the Brewster angle. That means we can say in such a case, it is a particular angle. For that particular angle, what is the angle of incidence? For that angle of incidence, the whole energy should get transferred in the second medium, and that the angle of incidence, that is called the Brewster angle, or that is also sometimes called the polarizing angle. Okay, so this is sufficient for this Brewster angle. We'll see in the next video. Okay, thank you. We can